Hi, it's Ana. We are at Ruhani Wellness Center in beautiful Costa Rica. So a lot of you know me as a yoga teacher. I am also an embodiment coach. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to play a little bit with different ways of embodying ourselves in this physical form. So we're going to be playing today with the elements, and we're going to associate those elements to what's going on in the world right now. So how can we get fire, earth, water, air, and ether, or space, akasha also, to help us go through what we're going through right now. Honor your bodies, move like you. We're gonna do high impact movements. So if you have knee problems, spine issues, especially in your vertebra, anything that bothers you at the moment, we're gonna jump, we're gonna do things like that. Then take it easy. I'm gonna offer you modifications, so please take care of your bodies, but do enjoy, have fun. And it's gonna be guided practices and moments for free flow so that you can find your own identity within the elements and you can really feel them from within. So during those moments, please make sure that you're really just allowing your body to express itself and not pushing it with your head, not telling your body what to do, rather letting your body tell your mind what's actually going on with you. Observe, how does it feel to be fire? How does it feel to be earth? How does it feel to be water, air? How does it feel to have that moment of pause in the end? So let's get started. So we're gonna start with the warm-up. Separate your feet and take your toes out. Make sure that your kneecaps are pointing out. You can see your big toe. Now start bending into those knees really softly. Make sure you're not over-tucking or overarching your low back. So stay in the center, sit bones flashing down and pulse. Breathe here, just tap into your body. Inhale deeply and reach up with your hands. Exhale, fold deeply. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold, warming your body. Inhale, deep breath in. Exhale. Last one, inhale, come all the way up. Exhale deeply. One more, inhale deeply. This time we're gonna scratch the sky, feeling those shoulder blades in your back. Tap into the center of your back, heart, breathing into that spot. Make sure your ribs are in. Pulse here, elbows together, behind your back. Begin to lift your right heel off the ground, warming up the calf and then the left. And right, pulls the knee out, and left, pulls the knee out, outer thigh, outer glute, and then transfer the weight, switch in the air, lifting one heel and then the other, warming up the feet, warming up the calves. Shake it off, stretch your legs and bend them again, reopen your knees. And now stretch your arms up, side to side, so side stretch. And you're rooting down to reach higher and stretching the sides of your torso. Remember to use the breath so that you are connected to the source of your life, of your power. Inhale, stretch your knees. So heel your feet closer to each other. Exhale, squat back. Inhale, press your hips forward. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, forward. So I'm going to show you through the sides. The knees are not coming forward. Rather, they stay back because you want to catch your weight with your glutes, and then exhale, squeeze the glutes to stretch the legs, press it forward a little bit more. Again, warming up and recruiting the muscle groups in the back of the legs. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, take your hands around your neck, some shoulder rolls. Just letting every part of your body know that you're going to move, because we are going to move today a lot. Breathe in and out. Inhale, hands into the sky, separate your feet again. Exhale, squat back down. Now shoulder rolls, getting some fluidity into those shoulders and those joints, opening the heart. And take your hands on top of your thighs, not your knees, your thighs, and dip in with your left shoulder, twist. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, right shoulder. Inhale to center. Take your feet parallel and forward fold. Shake it up. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Inhale, come all the way up. Take your feet together. Exhale, hands to the center of your heart. Let's start with fire. Separate your feet. We're gonna do some low impact cardio to begin with. Take your left foot out, rotate from your right heel And then twist your hips, squeeze your right glute, and press your right hand away from you. Squat in the center and do the other side. Lower, press away. Lower to the center. We're gonna do rhythmically. So right, left, right, left, right, left. Remember, you're moving from your heel, moving the hip and squeezing the glute to press away whatever's not serving you. Getting that fire to come up. Now punch, 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 punch. Remember, twisting from the hip. Punch to the left, punch to the right. Punch to the left, right, and left, and right. Keep breathing, left. Come to center and squat here. Inhale, come up, exhale. Take the elbows down. We're gonna take our knees up. So if you want the low impact version, this is it. You're using your core to bring the knees in. Really engaging the low core as you pull down, and down, and down, and down. Now you can keep doing this or you can run in this spot. Getting your heart rate to come up a little bit higher. Keep breathing. Activate that inner fire. Yes, that's what we're doing. That's what we're here for. Keep pulsing and pulsing. Last one, pulse and jumping jacks. So out, in, out, in. If you want a low impact version, step out and back to center. Otherwise, just keep jumping jacks. Now we're gonna do high knees. Running as fast as you can. Remember, you're still using your core. You got 30 seconds, high knees. Go faster, go a little faster. Now you got this. We're really getting our heart up to feel that fire. Imagine the floor is burning your feet. You've got this. Go, 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 go. Okay, pause. Take a well-deserved break. Separate your feet, squat down, and take your cat-cows in your squat, really breathing in and out. Feel your heart rate still up. Feel the burning fire. So we're gonna do that 2 more times. Again, you can use the modifications for low impact. Get ready, separate your feet. Remember, you've got this. Move from side to side, prepare, and ready. Push, 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 push. Push away from you that is not serving you. Use your inner fire. Push from your feet, from your core, really push away. Combustion, internal fire, helping you get rid of what doesn't serve you, and punch, 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 punch. Now when you're at center, really focus on activating your core. So squeeze in, in. You got this. So left in, right in, punch left in, right in. Remember, you're still moving from your hips. You got this. Last one. Inhale, come up and squeeze behind your back and run, 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 run it in place. Remember, the floor is on fire. Getting up, that willpower to light up because we need it. Breathing in and out. Ready? Change is coming. So jumping jacks. Remember, you can do the modified version. Now we're gonna open in front and side, front, side, front, side, front, side, front. Come on, you got this. Keep going. And change is coming. And high knees, high knees, high knees as fast as you can. So the floor is on fire. You're burning. You're not gonna let your dreams burn away. So faster, faster, faster. You've got this. Keep breathing. Feel your heart rate coming up. Almost done. And pause. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hand to your heart. We got one more. Separate your feet. Remember, we're punching and pushing away what's not serving. So away, away. Remember, move from your entire body. Hold you in movement. And punch, center, punch, center, punch. Use your core. Use your glutes and twist. Okay, running in place. You've got this. Take your elbows back behind your back. Really activate the back of your heart as you run. Remember, you can also modify to low impact version. And jumping jacks. Out, center, out, center, out, center. So we have a modification. You can go out, out, power jack, out, power jack, jumping higher, out, power jack, out, power jack, out, power jack, You got this. Last one. Power out. And this is the last run. You got this. Run in place. High knees. High knees as fast as ever. This is your last. Really pushing it through. Develop that willpower, the inner fire. Feel it burning. Feel your feet on fire. Feel your heart on fire. That's it. You've got this. 3, 2, 1. And pause. Inhale. Hands up to the sky. Breathing in and out and feeling the sensation in your body, in your heart, in your core of activating your fire. Now it's time to move like you. Really tapping into what it feels like to cultivate that inner fire. Feel the music, feel the feet, and everything's firing up. The floor is on fire and you don't want to burn, so how are you going to move? How are you going to move through life, through challenges, using that inner fire? You can copy what I'm doing, but it's your moment. Do whatever you want to do. Have fun. Yep. Bring that fire up, bring it higher. This is your fire. It's combustion. Fire is hot. It is light. It is dry. It helps you create and cultivate the energy that you need for transformation. Keep it up. If you got tired, that's okay. So how does the fire feel inside you? Remember, it's not about how it looks, it's about it feels. It's about your willpower. It's about assertiveness and autonomy. So it's your fire. How does it represent in you? Element of self-definition. So move like you. Come on, get that vitality up. It's fire. Get that confidence. Get that passion. Get a little bit more explosive. We're almost there, so shake it out, shake it out. Move your inner fire. Do it your own way. For some inspiration, you can also create the sound of fire by clapping around and tapping your body like it's clicking, like it's activating, like something is firing up inside. Touch the floor maybe, like you're picking up that you want. What do you not want to burn? What is yours? What belongs to you? And then just have fun with it. Keep just having fun. Okay, this was great. Take your hands up into the sky. Exhale. Lower that fire down. Begin to pause as you still feel that fire within. And now that we burned everything away, we're solidifying into grounding and finding that earth. So after burning away everything that doesn't serve you, what does remain? What's the foundation? Separate your feet. Keep your low belly in and lower your hands to the floor. Begin to move your hips from side to side, transferring the weight from one foot to the other as you bend your knee. Now bend deeper into your right knee, send your weight back, and take your left hand and your outer heel, right hand to the sky, and switch. And center, and switch. Come through center, and switch. You're switching as you bend your knees. One more to the side. Now you can stay here or on this right side. Take your hips lower and lift your left toes. Come through center, other side. Take your hips low, lift your right toes. Inhale deeply, and other side. And we're playing with earth, so using gravity to make us feel and remember we're embodying, remembering the weight of the material world. Interlace your hands behind your back and forward fold. Move your hips from side to side, but really root from your hips down through your heels. Like you have roots on your feet going all the way down to the center of the earth. Take your torso up. Root down even more. Open your right toes and bend your right knee. Press from your hips down. Make sure your right knee is out and you're embracing that right glute around your right thigh, wrapping it around. Get super steady. Now you're gonna choose 3 imaginary points in the air. And I want you to take your hand to those 3 points really fast. Now we're playing with staccato movements, so they're super steady. They have a beginning and an end. So you see the 3 points and you go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And take your hands out. Take your left hand forward to your right side. Lift your left heel and step a little bit closer. So we're going to warrior 3. Stabilize your right leg. And begin to lift your left leg up into the sky. Shoulders back. Super sharp flex on that left foot. Exhale, lower down. Remember, we're playing with earth. You're super steady. Turn your left toes in a 45-degree angle and square your hips through your right leg. Now hinge forward from the pelvis, not from your upper back. A long spine and your pelvis tilts forward. Your sit bones go back. You can take your hands on your calf on a couple of blocks or all the way into the floor. Parsva Konasana. The important thing is you're really rooting down from your hips to your feet like you have roots to the center of the earth. You can forward fold, but feel the stability from your hips. Root down to come up. Hands up to the sky. Hinge forward. Inhale, root to come up. Now you don't have to hinge all the way down. You can just come forward just a little bit, as much as the flexibility in the back of the legs is allowing you. The important thing here is you're rooting down to lift back up to center. Come to center, re-separate your feet a little bit more, and open up now your left foot. Left knee is out. Warrior 2, so you're pushing from your hips to your feet to root down again. And we're gonna play again with staccato, so 3 points. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You've got this. 1, 2, 3. Clear beginnings and endings. Super steady like earth. Super clear. Boundaries are clear. There's strategy and there's structure. Inhale back to center. Enjoy the stability. Take your right hand forward to your left foot, hands up into the sky. Now remember, we're going for warrior 3. So super steady left leg. You're lifting from the back of the right leg. So if you're leaning forward like that with your torso, make sure you're lifting from the leg, and you can stay diagonal. You don't have to come all the way down. Keep your belly in. Hips are square. You're super stable. Lower your right foot down. Square your hips. Right foot in an angle. 45 degrees. Squeeze your legs into each other. Super grounded stance. Now you can hitch forward with your hands in your hips. You can grab your elbows behind your back or take your hands together, the palms together at the back of your heart. It doesn't really matter. Shoulders back, and remember, you're hinging from the hips, maybe a little bit, maybe all the way into horizontal, maybe even deeper. But remember, the important thing here is you're really rooting down from your pelvis to the heels. Your hands can also be on your calf. Breathe, inhale, steady to come up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, root down to come up. Exhale, lean forward. Steady to come up. Root down more. Release. This time, take your hands to frame your left foot. Take your right foot back. Press your hands on the floor and come into a plank. So the chief operating force of earth is gravity. So play around in your plank, moving from side to side. So you're moving in space. You can also take your knees down and crawl, but I want you to feel you're pushing the floor away from you. I want you to find your core, feel the stability, and feel gravity affecting your body. Again, move it to the side, explore. Maybe come into a low plank. Now lift your left foot. I want you to cross it in front of your right and roll on your shoulder. The first option, you sit down. Option number 2, to cross the foot over, but stay with your hips up. Other hand comes to the center of the heart. Third option, I want you to try to connect the elbow to the left knee and come back to center. Other side, elbow to knee. elbow to knee. So again, we're playing with gravity, so keep your gravity center low. Take both hands to the floor, push back. Now we're gonna freestyle play with the element of the earth. So find your own way of pushing into the floor in a very animalistic way. I want you to stay close to the ground, feel the gravity, feel the weight of your pelvis and your hips, and move around on the floor. The important part is you're pushing the floor with whatever part of your body that is touching it. You can take your forearms on the floor, but keep your pelvis up. So again, it's about feeling the gravity. I want you to feel that dense, solid aspect of the material world as you push the floor away from you and realize your own body weight. I want you to embody that earthy personality that stays through the challenge in constancy. If you get tired, get low and squat down, but whatever you do, really feel the earth. Maybe close your eyes for one last exploration. Transferring your body weight. Again, it's not about the movement itself, it's about the feeling. Get earthy. And very slowly begin to find your way into a down dog. Returning into water, so very smoothly begin to move like you're adding water to that earth, moving through mud. Take your knees into the floor and take cat-cows or take any free flow movement here that feels good to you. And there's this dense, sticky, pasty feeling like you're moving into this thick atmosphere and your joints are super muddy. I want you to feel your whole spine, vertebra by vertebra. Now keeping that liquidity in your shoulders, find your way into your down dog. And articulating your spine, wave yourself forward into a plank. Take your knees on the floor, but keep your toes tucked, hips back, 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 then hips up, then stretch the knees. So you articulate your spine forward, bend the knees, maybe or maybe not, they touch the floor, hips back, and then hips up and stretch the knees. Do it again, we're creating space in the hips, that's where the water lives in your body. Last one, wave forward, then push back, space in the hips. Inhale, take your right foot forward. Take the left foot back and come all the way up. Now same idea for articulating your spine, sink your head down and inhale, come up. Like you're diving in, deeply diving in, using your whole spine, and then even the pelvis is involved in the movement, so it's vertebra by vertebra. And then in the end, tuck your tailbone, switch to the other side. Chin down, shoulders in, head down and dive in, articulating your spine. Diving in, creating that fluidity. So legs are still steady, you still have the ground, but you can still flow and be ever more liquid. Liquid in your body, liquid in your thoughts. Come into center to standing and keep moving, for water is always flowing. Begin to move your hips around in circles. Relax your neck and your jaw. Don't be stiff. Remember, it's about the quality of the movement and not about the movement itself. So feel fluid in your hips. Your arms are floating around you, and make those circles bigger and bigger, creating more and more space. Don't be afraid to take up space. Just like water, you're melting around yourself. Then make the circles smaller again. Close your eyes and make them smaller and smaller until you pause. And then naturally begin to do the circles in the other direction. Small first, then bigger. Use your breath. Visualize again this idea of being underwater, and your arms begin to flow even more. Your torso begins to move as a consequence of your hips, so it goes with the flow. And again, make it feel good. Water is about pleasure, it's about delight. Now rib cage, move your ribs around in circles. You can squat here and move your ribs, so we're getting that circular movement into every joint. Reverse the circle. Only your ribs are moving around. Shoulder rolls, roll them back. Your elbows and your wrists follow. Bring your knees towards each other and move your knees around in circles. Whatever your arms want to do, they're just like seaweed in the ocean. They flow wherever the currents take them. Move your wrists around. Move your hips around in an H shape. Think about eternal time and excess of time. Close your eyes and begin to dive into the deep waters of your inner world. Notice if there are any places of your body that are still a little stiff. You can take your hands to that spot, or just try to find a way to bring the rest of that liquid body to that spot that's not moving. Play and take your awareness and imagine you're placing it somewhere in your body, and then follow that awareness through. Follow it into your joints. How is it sliding from one arm to the other? How does it come back? And again, follow your awareness as if it's a fish inside your body, and you're just observing where it's taking you. Moving from the inner liquids out, moving from your inner world down. You can also sink a little bit deeper. And another way to play with water is taking both hands to the floor, both feet to the floor, and finding ways to melt down and move around on the floor, keeping your hands on the floor and keeping both feet on the floor. So you can melt around on the floor and try to find ways of going around yourself, just like water, finding a way to move around the obstacles. Keeping hands and feet in contact with the floor, melted into the floor, and keeping that quality of fluidity in your joints. Remember, there is no right or wrong, especially with water. Keep enjoying the flow and submerge into that emotional body, that emotional state that is very liquid, and allow the emotions and the internal sensations to move you. Free flow with your inner water. Begin to find an ending to this fluid dance that you just gifted yourself. We're gonna start waking up to air, to that expansive, creative energy to just play, dream, think, create. So bring air into your lungs as this air lifts your spirit and takes your arms into the sky. Slowly begin to find this energy pulling you up until you're standing up. And feel the air under your arms. Feel the air behind your neck. There is wind moving you with no control. Relax your jaw and allow your arms to swing. Swing with no control. The weight of your arms moves you. It's about swinging. We're gonna swing the legs too, so you can grab onto something and just throw your leg back and forward. Belly in, careful with your low back, other side. Shake the leg back and forward. So unlike earth, air has no beginning and no end. It's just an ever-ending energy that is always continuously expanding. No control, swinging your arms from side to side. Don't try to control it. You can't control air, so just swing it from side to side. Using that impulse. Remember, unlike earth, it doesn't stop. It's never-ending. Do little circles in the air so you can stay here swinging your arms, or you can allow this movement to carry you further, lifting the heels, maybe taking even a hamstring curl, so up and up, maybe even to the side, just skipping a little bit. So don't try to control it, just allow air and this quality of creativity to move you. It is the swinging of the arms, and the rest of it will come in time with it. It's a swing, it carries the rest of the body around. and then destroy all of these concepts, shake them around, move like air, and begin to think out of the box. Allow the swinging of your arms to take you wherever they want to go. It's the swinging of the arms, of the legs, moving your whole body around and begin to move through space, take up space just like air. If you open a box full of air, it just spreads through the whole room. Dare to play and invent, and let this movement be a movement that's never been done before. Your gaze is a little lost. It's not about anything stable. It's about, again, breaking barriers and expanding beyond. Get inspired so you allow yourself to become something new. If you get lost, then stick to that swinging of the legs, swinging of the arms, and just think about swinging, letting go, creating something new, drawing in the air. You're light like a feather, so the currents in the air are moving you around. Allow yourself to be moved. You're just being tossed around, and you follow that first impulse, off one arm, off one hand. Let it go. Follow it through. Energy going up. Remember, we're playing around. The air allows you to be like a kid again, so play around with it. If you're tired, remember the kids, how they just play. You keep going. Stick your hands up. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as long as you are thinking out of the box. Relax your head. Relax your brain. There is no boundaries. Remember, you are air. You're light and you're everywhere. Keep that internal feeling. And now we're gonna combine it all together. So keep this air and this space in your head and add a little bit of water, fluidity to it. And maybe add a little bit of air and stability and the clarity. Add perhaps a little bit of fire into this mix and allow it all to merge together in your own personal dance. Now this is completely about you. Now I'm still here moving with you, but this is about you. Move like you. Close your eyes. Let it happen. It's not about how it looks. Just let it flow with you. The elements are already within you. You're cultivating them. Just let whatever wants to come through. begin to find an ending to this free flow. Allow whatever is happening to come naturally to conclusion. Lower your heart rate. And we're gonna find our way into a comfortable position. We're gonna work with ether now, space, using our breath, using stillness as a tool after moving so much. So any position that feels comfortable to you, remember, it doesn't have to be the perfect yogi seat. Just close your eyes, remove any obstacles. Take a few natural breaths, connect to yourself. Find that stillness. You can stay here in your meditation in your own way, or you can do some breath work with me. You can stay in your own personal meditation or do a simple breath work with me. So if you want to join me, open your eyes. It's a 4-parted breath. Inhale, pause at the top. Exhale, pause at the bottom. And then you inhale again. Pause at the top. Exhale. And pause at the bottom. So you want these 4 parts of your breath to be equally long. Try it in your own rhythm for a couple of rounds. So count your in-breath, pause at the top, count the same count, exhale in the same count, and pause at the bottom in that same count. And repeat, finding ease in this balanced breath. Keep the awareness in that space between your eyes, empty space, void, and silence. The purpose is not in the technique itself. The purpose of the breath is finding that stillness, that space. Slowly begin to come back down from your meditation. If you're really deep in it and you wish to stay there, that's your own choice. But we're going to begin to take the awareness back to the body, to integrate everything we did. So begin to move your fingertips. Your hands up into the sky and feel this new body that's been burned, that's been rooted, that's been moved fluidly, and that's been released from the box. We're going to stretch it out. Take your right elbow on the floor, and stretch through your right. Inhale, come back to center. Take your right hand up, left elbow on the floor, and stretch all the way into your right side of the torso. Inhale, come back to center. Reach your hands forward. It doesn't matter how low you go. Remember, that's not the purpose. The purpose is in feeling, in lengthening wherever you are. Breathing deeply as you come back up. Cross your legs in the opposite direction. Take the flesh of your thighs back. And again, take your right forearm on the floor. Keep your neck in line with your spine. This time, take your ribs in as you swing your body forward. Left elbow on the floor, open up to the right. Take the right hand down, swing to the right. Left hand up. This time, bounce up and come down through the same side, combining both movements. So, swing in the front, right hand up, come up. Exhale down through the same side. Roll forward. Left hand up, inhale. Right hand down, exhale. Flow all the way forward. Right hand up, inhale. Exhale, come back down through the left. This is the last side. Pause at the bottom. Breathe in and out fully, releasing any excess of tension. Roll all the way up. Take your hands to the floor. Come into your neutral position with your hands and knees on the floor. Taking your cat-cows. Observing your new spine. Does it feel more steady? Does it feel more fluid? How is the physical sensation overall? Is an element more present now than before? Lower all the way down to the floor. Tug your tailbone. Roll your shoulders back for a cobra. Huge breath in. Make it small. It's just to open your chest. Push back to a very neutralizing down dog. Remember, you can keep your knees bent in your down dog to send your hips up, to keep the neutral spine in your low back. Walk the feet forward and forward fold. Keep your knees micro bent. Move from side to side. If you need to, you can take your hands on a couple of blocks. Cross your right foot behind your left. Remember, hands on blocks if necessary. We're going to stretch the back of those legs, the hamstrings, and move from side to side. Inhale deeply and switch. Left foot crosses behind the right. Allow your neck to relax. Take your blocks if you need to, or even fold deeper. Move your hips from side to side. Come into your neutral stance. Bend your knees. Take your hands on top of your thighs, pressing your thighs back. Inhale, reach up into the sky. Huge breath in. Exhale, arms all the way down. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, hands to the sky. Palms together to the center of your forehead. Thanking all of the elements for coming together today to help you embody yourself. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had as much fun as I did at the Medicinal Dances. Remember, these are from the Ontological Movement Project, and it's an embodied life coaching system, because we need our bodies to come with us to whatever transformation we need to do, and wherever we need to go, our body is going to be the container for that experience. So the world is changing, and we need to change with it, and we need to take our bodies in that transformation with us. So let's find out if you need more of that fire in your body to create that passion that's going to help you go where you need to go, or that fluidity and that water to surrender to what's going on, or that discipline and that stability and that earth and that feeling that everything's going to be okay and that you're held, or maybe it's that air and creativity, or that silence in the ether back in the end. So let's figure out what it is that you want to incorporate, in cuerpo, in corpus, incorporate what it is that you want to bring into your body. And yeah, let's keep practicing. Again, the body learns through repetition and doing it over and over again. You can embody that fire that you're seeking. You can embody that earth, that water, that air, that space. So I hope you had fun again, and thank you so much to Rouhani Wellness Center for this amazing view. It's super inspiring for us to be able to do this together, and I guess I will see you again in the next dances. Yay!